students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum. Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen, when you're enjoying ball this fall, stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are a couple of examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2016 Chrysler Town & Country Touring Edition, fully loaded, or this 2013 Kia Soul Black with ebony cloth interior, automatic, power windows, locks, cruise, CD, great AC, 95,000 miles, only $69.50. Jamie Turner is serving your automobile experience. Stop by and see him at 129 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Get to Jamie's Auto Sales. Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Did you know the freshest, most beautiful, long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call to 580-782-2122. For fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts, make the trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas where they say, "Go Tigers." Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring. 333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, "Go Mangum Tigers."
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum. Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are a couple of examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2016 Chrysler Town & Country Touring Edition, fully loaded, or this 2013 Kia Soul Black with ebony cloth interior, automatic, power windows, locks, cruise, CD, great AC, 95,000 miles, only $69.50. Jamie Turner is serving your automobile experience. Stop by and see him at 129 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Get to Jamie's Auto Sales. Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Did you know the freshest, most beautiful, long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call to 580-782-2122. For fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts, make the trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Mangum as we get set for the second ball game featuring the Mangum Tigers and actually the third game of the 2A Regional as the two winners set to square off here at Mangum High School. It'll be the Tigers taking on the Panthers of Amber-Pocassett. Amber-Pocassett hanging on down the stretch and actually winning in the bottom of the seventh inning against Walters by a final score of 3-2. Walters had taken a 2-1 lead into the sixth inning. Amber-Pocassett tied it in the sixth and then won it in the seventh. Bases loaded sacrifice fly, and the victory goes to the Panthers. This is a rematch of a ball game that took place a couple of weeks ago here in Mangum, and the Tigers won it by a score of 7-6. And as I watch the body language and listen to the comments and everything else, you can tell that this is one where there's not a lot of love lost between the two schools. So this will be a fun afternoon as we get set for this semifinal matchup. Now, the winner of this ball game in the Catbird seat, looking at a state tournament berth as they will be one game away. The winner will be one game away from the state tournament. The loser will come back and play tomorrow afternoon, we think at 4 o'clock if the weather permits it, against the winner of the elimination ball game, which will come up after this. That will be Walters doing battle with Cordell in that game, by the way, along our network of stations on 107 The Zone. So Garrick Towentai set to lead it off here for Amber-Pocassett. He'll be followed by Chase Anglin and Travis Clift. The middle third of the order is Cash J, J.D. Prather, and Chandler Britton. And then it's Ass Clayton, Josiah Johnson, and Derek Eubank for this group from Amber-Pocassett. The first pitch from Chet McAlexander is a ball, 1-0. McAlexander on the bump. His battery mate is Sean Booth. And down at first base, you will find Brooks Cross. The second baseman this afternoon will be Luke Rogers. Henry Lopez at third, and Colton Laughlin is the shortstop. The outfield from left to right, Jalen Warner, Brett Perry, and Leighton Ketchum. And now I see what was going on. Had some kids down there in the far end of the dugout, not the dugout, but the bullpen, and they were wanting to get out on the field and kind of watch what was going on. 1-0 pitch from McAlexander. Cold strike and a count level at 1-1. Just on the way, thanks for joining us on Classic Hits 97.7. McAlexander's 1-1 pitch. Inside for a ball, 2-1. Jet came on in relief. He was the third of three pitchers in that 7-4 victory, wasn't it? 7-4 was that the final score? Yeah, okay. 2-1 pitch. Cold strike, and it's 2-2. Henry Lopez came on and started. He was relieved by Colton Laughlin, and then Laughlin lifted for McAlexander. Count 2-2 now on Towentai, the leadoff hitter for Amber-Pocassett, and he just simply ticked that one back to the screen to stay alive, and it will stay 2-2. That one rolled all the way up the screen and actually got on top of the press box here. And that was a pitch where Towentai was fooled, and as I said, he just threw his bat at the ball and able to make contact. 2-2 offering on the way here. Again, throws his bat at the ball. McAlexander will field on a couple of hops. Toss it to Brooks for out number one. Good play there. Nice reaction by McAlexander. I've often said that if I've got guys that play on the middle part of the infield that are also pitching, they're going to do a great job fielding their position, and you saw it right there on the part of McAlexander. So here's Cash Anglin. Anglin, the catcher for Amber-Pocassett. 3-2 winners, as we mentioned, against Walters. Mangum scoring often and late in that ball game against Cordell. Called strike, and it's 0-1 on Anglin. 0-1 offering on the way here. Fastball upstairs, and it's 1-1. Kind of interesting to gauge the crowd and their reactions. It got a little noisy, a little chippy at the end of that ball game between Amber-Pocassett and Walters. Right now, everybody's just kind of sitting on their hands, regrouping, I guess. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Back to the screen. That'll run the count to 1-2. Well, earlier today, Travis Reese was talking about tomorrow's weather forecast, and he said it's not going to be as dire as had been first anticipated. They have issued a new forecast, and Travis, maybe he needs to give up that job in education. Off the fist, this one's popped behind home plate. Booth doesn't have room, and the count will stay at 1-2. The new forecast of the National Weather Service says tomorrow a 60% chance of showers and thunder showers between the hours of 7 and 1. Then it's supposed to clear out. They're not supposed to play baseball until 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So we'll see. 1-2 offering on the way here. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for Chet McAlexander. 2 up, 2 down early on for the Panthers of Amber-Pocassett. Good pitch there by McAlexander. Travis Clift now will step in. Clift, the right fielder here this afternoon. And in between ball games, you sit and you visit, kill time. And unfortunately, I set myself up for a big joke from the preacher man, Casey. Ball upstairs, 1-0. I made the comment that it seems like there's a lot of cliffs out there. 1-0 pitch all the way to Travis. He'll pop it up in the air, shallow left center field. Brett Perry will come on and make the catch. We'll have to finish the story later. 3 up, 3 down. Amber-Pocassett goes quietly in inning number 1. It is the Panthers nothing. Mangum coming to bat. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers." Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring. 333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, "Go Mangum Tigers."
Here we are at the Vaudeville Show, inning number 1, and leading it off, Brett Perry. Perry will be followed by Henry Lopez and Sean Booth. 1, 2, 3 in the order for Mangum. 0-1 on Brett, and he'll swing at the next pitch and foul it down the right field line. It's 0-2. J.D. Prather is the pitcher here this afternoon. Left-hander, lefty versus lefty in the early going. Chase J is the catcher for this group from Amber-Pocassett. Will set the rest of the defense in a moment. Pitch a little bit high for a ball. On the count now 1-2 on Brett Perry. Garrick Toentai, Chandler Britton, and Travis Clift in the outfield from left to right. Pitch on the way to Perry off the end of the bat, foul down the third base line, way out in front of that one, and the count now 1-2. Clayton Aust is the shortstop. Chase Anglin, the third baseman. I had Bert and Ernie over here trying to help me figure out who was at first and second, and that was a big mistake. Curveball there, and Uncle Charlie just struck out Brett Perry. Brett gone on strikes. That does not happen very often. Brad Gilbert with the scouting report tells me that Steady knuckleball diet for this Amber-Pocassett bunch. If Jet can throw the knuckleball for strikes, Amber-Pocassett will struggle. Fastball here to Lopez. Henry looks at ball one. 1-0 on Lopez. As we mentioned, Booth in the on-deck circle. Just underway, inning number one, and there is no score. 1-0 offering on the way. Henry pops it up on the infield. Toe and tie, the second baseman calling for it. He'll make the catch for out number two. So 2 up, 2 down for Mangum here in inning number one. Sean Booth, who hit the ball on the numbers in that first ball game, and in fact nearly took the head and glove off of Paxton Schweitzer when he hit a rocket right back at him. Now we'll bat with 2 gone. Sean, line drive, base hit, left field, and he is just scalding the baseball. Booth rounding first and had designs on second base, but a good job by the left fielder to get the ball in quickly, and that was toe and tie. I've got toe and tie playing all over the place. I had him playing at second, had him playing at left field. He's actually in left field. Thank you for asking. Well, as I said, in between innings, we'll get the rest of that defense. Here's Jet McAlexander. Jet, chance to help himself here with a couple gone in inning number one. Brad Gilbert, by the way, next week will be bringing you softball action. Strike one to McAlexander, 0-1, as the Navajo Lady Indians will be playing in the 3A state tournament that continues to get delayed because of the weather. 0-1 pitch on the way here. Upstairs for a ball, and the count now level at 1-1. They will actually have delayed that 3A state tournament by a full week. They were supposed to have played it on Tuesday of this week, now scheduled for next Tuesday. Count level here on McAlexander, 1-1. Booth short lead at first with 2 gone. Jet, off-speed pitch, foul on the right side, and the count now 1-2 on McAlexander. Jalen Warner waits in the on-deck circle. Colton Laughlin, Brooks Cross, Leighton Ketchum, and Skyler Scott, the rest of the batting order for Mangum on this cool Thursday afternoon. Wind continuing to blow in from center field. McAlexander swinging a miss. And did he get a piece of it? Apparently he did. Foul tip. And that will keep the at-bat alive. McAlexander down in the count now, 1-2. So one more game after this. You can only play 4 games in one day, according to the OSSAA, and that will be an elimination ball game. 1-2 pitch to McAlexander. Jet couldn't pull the trigger. He strikes out. And a good piece of pitching by Prather in inning number one. 2 of the 3 outs or strikeouts of the backward K variety. So Mangum comes up empty in their half of inning number one. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left on board. At the end of one, we have no score between Mangum and Amber-Pocassett on Classic Hits 97.7.
Bear County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
The Mangum Star-News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star-News. Today the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star-News.
How ironic that we have the Mangum Star-News and the vaudeville show that's going on here in the press box as I continue to try to figure out my scorecard. No thanks to Yes, I have Abbott and Costello in the broadcast booth with me here as I'm looking for people and where they are playing. And, yeah, I'm getting that conversation. Who's on first? Second base? Yeah, I said I don't know, and they go third base. Yeah, thanks. So glad to be here. Wow. Everybody's a comedian. So this is Cash J. We know what the batting order is, fortunately. Leading it off in inning number 2 for the Panthers, and he'll look at the ball, 1-0 on J. He's followed by J.D. Prather and then Chandler Britton. 1-0 pitch, called strike, and the count level at 1-1. Again, at stake, you're in the championship ball game if you win this one and are just one win away from the state tournament. If you lose, you got to win, and then win again. Off-speed pitch, boy, that's a dandy. And the count now 1-2 on Jay. So McAlexander ahead in the count, 1-2. Pitch on the way from Jet, overhand curveball. I thought the umpire was going to stand up and ring up Cash J, but instead it is ball 2 and the count level at 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way here. A little bit low for a ball, and the count now 3-2. Payoff pitch on the way from McAlexander. Lifted foul and out of play. And the count will stay full at 3-2. So I'm going to give you one assignment here, other than keeping track of balls and strikes. Going to fill my card out there. Thank you. Payoff pitch on the way here. Off speed, lifted high in the air on the right side. Coming in from right field and still going out is Brooks Cross. And now the ball going to fall between Cross and Leighton Ketchum. And that'll go as a single and an ugly one at that. But there was some miscommunication going on there between Leighton Ketchum, the right fielder, and Brooks Cross, the first baseman. Cross calling off Ketchum. And they will tell you, baseball purists, that is the outfielder's call. He's coming in. Cross had his back to the infield, and that's got to be Leighton Ketchum's play there. So a runner on and nobody out here in inning number 2 for Amber-Pocassett. First pitch to the left-handed hitting J.D. Prather, taken for a strike, and it's 0-1 on J.D. As we mentioned, Prather, the left-handed hitter, bats number 5 in the lineup, so he probably is not a guy that's going to bunt. Well, look at the lead that Jay has got over there at first base. Chasing him back, McAlexander, and in ahead of the tag will be Cash J. 0-1 pitch on the way to here. Here goes the runner. There's a ground ball through the middle. Knocked down by Rogers, but Luke can't hold on to it. And everybody going to be safe. Runners at first and second. Still nobody out. By the way, that ball game tomorrow for Hobart over at Latta has been pushed back 2 hours. They will now play at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in that 2A regional Hobart Bearcats. Chad Fox will have that for you along our network of stations on 1420 KTJS. Here we've got runners at first and second. Nobody out. Top half of inning number 2, Amber-Pocassett at the plate. And Chandler Britton is going to be bunting, no doubt about it. Takes it for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Britton. Charging hard from first base was Cross. Good pitch there by McAlexander. A little bit of a short step. A little slide step. Got it to the plate quickly. Again, Britton showing bunt. Jet will look the runners back at first and second. And will reset. 0-1 offering on the way. Bunted foul, and it's 0-2. That's a great pitch by McAlexander. He got it high and inside on Britton, and Britton fouled it back to the screen. By the way, Brooks Cross, an excellent athlete, and probably a good thing, just in case the ball was hit at him, because he was shaking hands with Britton by the time he quit moving towards home plate. Mangum still not convinced that the bunt is not on when it now cross will move back to even with the bag. So some gamesmanship going on here. Count 0-2. Breton showing bunt, pulls the bat back in the dirt and smothered by Booth. And the count 1-2 now on Chandler Britton. Clayton Aust in the on-deck circle. Mangum kind of kicking the ball around here a little bit in this second inning. No official errors, but a couple of mental mistakes that have led to 2 base runners and nobody out. Chandler again showing bunt, asked for time, didn't get it, and the ball is called. Wow. 2-2 now on Chandler Britton. We've had a little bit of everything here this afternoon. Two-two pitch on the way. Fly ball left field coming on is Warner. Not going to get there. And that ball is foul. Just kept hooking. And it was a good thing for Mangum because that would dumped in front of Warner. Shayla Knight Willis checking it out on Facebook Live at oksports.tv. Good to have you alongside. Better half says that she hears me. That's always a good sign. And we'll do it all over again at 2-2. Runners at first and second. Still nobody out here in inning number 2. Amber-Pocassett trying to get on the scoreboard first. Count on Chandler Britton, 2-2. Asking for time, didn't get it. Fastball popped up on the infield. That is the infield fly rule. Luke Rogers will make the catch, and there is one gone. Okay, quick now. No time to look it up on Google. How do you determine an infield fly?
Less than 2 outs. Runner on first and second.
Okay, that's good. The easy way to say it is less than 2 outs, and you can make a force play at third. So now we had runners at first and second, one gone. Bunt here, back behind Sean Booth. Couldn't find the ball. And the count on Clayton Aust is 0-1. Alexander trying to pitch around this one here as he gave up a seeing eye single to Cash J, who's out at second base, a ball that fell in between Brooks Cross and Leighton Ketchum, and then a ground ball back through the middle that Luke Rogers tried to get to, knocked it down, but not in time to get any base runners, and that's J.D. Prather now over at first base. And the count on Clayton Aust is 0-1. A bunch of bird dog activity going on out there at second base with the runner. 0-1 pitch, outside for a ball. And the count is 1-1. Got a courtesy runner over first base, and it is who? Heron. Cody Heron, our courtesy runner over at first base. 1-1 offering on the way here. Down in the dirt, knocked down by Booth, and the count 2-1. And before the day is over, on a pitch in the dirt, Sean Booth is going to knock that home plate umpire over because he is hopping around back there on pitches in the dirt, and Booth is going to go try to find the ball, and he's going to knock him over. There's a called strike. The count leveled at 2-2. Boy, McAlexander in desperate need of a strikeout here. He had one in inning number 1. And would love one right about now. 2-2 offering on the way. Line drive, center field. Brett coming on. Perry there to make the catch. Throws behind the runner. But the ball is cut off by Luke Rogers, and there are 2 gone. So a little looping line drive into center field. Brett Perry went and got it for the second out of the inning. 2 gone now for Josiah Johnson. So it's Josiah Johnson stepping in with runners at first and second. And again, if you're McAlexander, this is the 8th place hitter, and you want to shut it down right now. Runners at first and second here in the second. Curveball strike, and there goes the runner. And well, I tell you what, Mangum fell asleep on that one. A delayed steal there. Cash J got him a good secondary lead, and with the off-speed pitch, he just simply took off, and really nobody in a black uniform realized it until he was already on the bag. 0-1 now on Johnson. Runners at first and third. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there by McAlexander as he goes off speed. And the count now 0-2 on Josiah Johnson. So McAlexander a pitch away from getting himself out of a pickle here in inning number 2. 0-2 offering on the way. There goes the runner from first. They let him go. Pitch is high, and the count 1-2. So runners at second and third now. And the count on Johnson is at 1-2. McAlexander's 1-2 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. And Jet indeed did get out of the inning. So a couple of bleeders for singles in the frame for Amber-Pocassett, but they couldn't do anything with it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of runners left on board. After an inning and a half, it's Mangum and Amber-Pocassett 0-0. Classic Hits 97.7.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night. Or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum. Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
All right, here we go. Bottom half of inning number 2. We're scoreless, and it'll be Jalen Warner, Colton Laughlin, and Brooks Cross in the inning. Off-speed pitch. Taken for a ball. Warner ahead in the count, 1-0. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. 1-0 pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Downstairs for a ball. The count now 3-0. So Prater took a little something off that one, and J.D. had a little bit of trouble getting over home plate. J.D. Prater, the pitcher here this afternoon for the Panthers. 3-0 pitch. Warner taking all the way, and that is a ball, or a called strike, rather. And the count now 3-1 on Jalen Warner. 3-1 pitch on the way here. Off speed, swing and a miss. Jalen a little out in front of that one. And the count now will go to 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball, center field. Going back is Britton. He'll camp underneath it, and that's out number 1. And again, we have seen some balls that appear to be hit fairly well, and they just kind of go up in the air and die. Although a home run did come off the bat in that first ball game from Brett Perry, as he just simply crushed one to right field. So one gone here for Colton Laughlin. Laughlin takes it for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Colton. 7-6, the first meeting between these two ball teams. A walk-off victory for Mangum, as they won it a couple of weeks ago. Pitch outside for a ball. In the count level at 1-1. I think that was the same night that district softball was going on. And we had a tough choice between the two. This one's popped up into shallow right center. 3 guys giving chase, and the right fielder going to make the catch for out number 2. It's a good job there by the right fielder, Travis Cliff, to make the play. So 2 up, 2 down for Mangum here in inning number 2. And we are scoreless. Mangum has had 1 base runner through the first inning and 2/3. Pitch outside for a ball to Brooks Cross. 1-0 on Brooksy. What offering on the way to the first baseman from Mangum. Upstairs for ball 2. 2-0 on Brooks. Mangum and Amber-Pocassett, and one that started off kind of quietly, but I bet that changes before all is said and done. That one's fouled out of play. And it'll run the count to 2-1 now. Cross trying to make a 2-out rally here for Mangum in inning number 2. 2-1 offering on the way to Brooks. High fly ball, left field. Should be an easy play for Wilson, and it is for out number 3. So Mangum goes quietly here in inning number 2. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing doing for the Tigers in their half of the second. We'll go to the third, scoreless, Mangum and Amber-Pocassett. Classic Hits 97.7.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are a couple of examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2016 Chrysler Town & Country Touring Edition, fully loaded, or this 2013 Kia Soul Black with ebony cloth interior, automatic, power windows, locks, cruise, CD, great AC, 95,000 miles, only $69.50. Jamie Turner is serving your automobile experience. Stop by and see him at 129 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Get to Jamie's Auto Sales. Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma.
All right, here we go. Top half of inning number 3. Mangum and Amber-Pocassett scoreless. And due up for the Panthers, it'll be Derek Eubank, the left fielder. He'll be followed by Gary Toentai and then Cash Anglin. That's numbers 9, 1, and 2 in the starting lineup. First pitch here, cold strike, and a count 0-1 on Eubank. Eubank made that catch to end that inning. Time called here and granted. Home plate umpire, I think he called time for himself. For lack of a more better way to put it, I think he had a loogie. 0-1 pitch upstairs for a ball. And the count 1-1. I mean, I really do. He came bolting out of there and pulled the mask up and expelled some stuff. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Jet, and the count now 1-2. McAlexander, a couple of strikeouts through a couple of innings of play. Hello to Pam Simmons and Hallie Gale Pineda. They are watching. Chandra Covey says, go Ampo. Kristen Sanders Johnson. Cold strike 3. And gone on strikes will be Derek Eubank. So back-to-back strikeouts. 1 to end inning number 2 and 1 to begin inning number 3. For Jet McAlexander, that'll be his 3rd of the afternoon. So back to the top of the order we go, and here's Gary Toentai. He grounded back to the pitcher his first time around. He's 0 for 1. Of course, the vaudeville show that I have up here, they said something about Lou Gehrig. You knew that they would. Called strike, overhand curveball, and it's 0-1. And I'm sure that it's a baseball family. And I'm sure that it has something, naming him Gehrig probably had something to do with that great player. 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball into center field. Brett Perry camps underneath it for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for Amber-Pocassett here in inning number 3. So 2 gone for Chase Anglin. Glad I didn't hear whatever Casey espoused there. And I don't know. I don't know which is worse as far as the audience for Casey goes. Here's the pitch now to Anglin, taken downstairs for a ball, and the count is 1-0. He struck out his first time around. Before it was Highway Patrolman Laughlin. Now it's radio guy Dudley Simpson. And you get 6 one way and half a dozen the other. That one is pulled foul down the left field line. The count 1-1. Dudley, by the way, will have the next ball game from here. It'll be an elimination contest between Cordell and Walters. You'll be able to watch it on oksports.tv or listen over the air on 107 The Zone along the Fox Radio Network. Lazy fly ball to center field. There to catch it is Perry, and just like that, the top half of inning number 3 comes to a close. 3 up, 3 down for the Panthers in their half of the third. We'll go to the bottom of the frame with no score between Mangum and Amber-Pocassett on Classic Hits 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Did you know the freshest, most beautiful, long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call to 580-782-2122. For fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts, make the trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
Numbers 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Panthers here in their half of, or for the Tigers rather, in their half of inning number 3. That will be Leighton Ketchum, Skyler Scott, then back to the top, and Brett Perry. Prather's pitch taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. JD doing a good job keeping the ball around the home plate. Elaine Mills-Smith checking out the broadcast. She says, let's go Mangum. 0-1 pitch. Throwing his bat at it is Ketchum, trying to beat out the throw, and he does. Safe at first base, Leighton Ketchum. Ball softly hit, and Josiah Johnson at shortstop had to let the baseball come to him. His throw was high. And a runner at first base with nobody going here in inning number 3. Here's Skyler Scott. And I would guess that Skyler would be bunting here. The ninth place hitter squares to bunt, takes it outside for a ball, 1-0. Getting a note from Chad Fox. He says, can freak someone out. Shout out to gentlemen listening in a blue Dodge pickup in Hobart Walmart parking lot. Thanks for listening. How about that? Yeah. Guys sitting there going, we'll close my truck. Throw over to first base and catch him his back. That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, you know, you go into a parking lot and some guy sitting next to you in a truck and you're like, wait a minute, that's my radio station that I own, and that's the guy that does the play-by-play for me. I wonder if this guy can do play-by-play so I can replace the guy who's on the air now. Scott bunts this one hard and foul on the right side. The count on Skyler will go to 1-1. That would be good. And the only thing that would be better is if you were sitting there and watched his reaction when he figured out that we were talking about him. It is kind of cool to have you alongside, sir. We do appreciate it. So the count 1-1 on Scott. Catch him over at first base, no score. Skyler tries to bunt and run, and it goes foul. Now 1-2 on Skyler. So we'll let you coach here. You gonna have him bunt with 2 strikes?
Yeah, you couldn't get down the first 2.
Okay.
Put it down.
There you go.
That's why you're in.
All right. They say it's a psych job on Skyler Scott's part. He's going to put one in fair territory with 2 strikes. Third baseman Chase Jay agrees with you. He's in on the grass over there at third for the Panthers. 1-2 pitch on the way. Scott swinging away. He'll wave at it and miss. And Skyler down on strikes. 1 gone. So 1 out here. We'll go back to the top of the order. Brett Perry struck out looking. That does not happen very often. And if you're J.D. Prather, do not make a mistake here because Perry will tattoo it. Catch him over at first base. One gone here in the third. No score. First pitch all the way to Perry. Brett had a notion, laid off it, and it's 0-1. When normally Perry is jumping all over a pitch like that. He had to be looking fastball, got the off-speed pitch instead. Huge gap in left center field for the left-handed hitting Perry here. 0-1 pitch. Called strike two, and it's 0-2 on Perry. The left fielder, Braden Wilson, pretty much straight away out there on the left. The center fielder, Chandler Britton, shaded towards right center. So there is a gap out there, and you can run for days if you hit it. 0-2 pitch, off speed, smoke down the first base line. That'll be a base hit. Catch him. Will round second. He'll go to third. Perry on his horse, and he'll go into second base standing up. So Brett Perry hit it hard by the first baseman, Clayton Aust, and wound up with a double. So Mangum with runners at second and third, and just one gone here in inning number 3. And I think with that, we're going to get a pitching change and a bunch of defensive changes as well. So a pitching change indeed being made as we play here in the bottom of the third inning. Runners at second and third, one gone. Mangum threatening. And we're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
Well, obviously, that is a pitch count move there. Coach Graham immediately comes out of the dugout and will make the changes now. And we'll have them for you defensively as well. Clayton Aust will now go play second base. Garrick Toentai will go to the bump. And J.D. Prather will go to first base. So, as Dylan Fox put it, it is a triangle-type change. Pitcher goes to first. First goes to second. Second goes to the mound. One gone here in inning number 3. Runners at second and third for Mangum. And Henry Lopez at the plate. Lopez popped out to second his first time around. He is 0 for 1. And Prather, who is now over at first base, creeping in on the grass in anticipation of what he thinks will be a bunt attempt by Lopez. First pitch from Toentai. Outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0. So Toentai, right-hander, and physically much different than Prather, so a little bit of an eye adjustment here for the batters. 1-0 pitch rolled on the ground towards Josiah Johnson. The shortstop will field, throw to first, and get the out. Scoring on the play will be Ketchum. Going to third base is Perry. He overslides the bag, and they will get him out. So out of all that, Mangum will come up with a run on a fielder's choice. Henry Lopez going to get the RBI. He is the second out of the inning, retired 6-3 on the fielder's choice, and then they threw behind Perry. Brett was safe initially, but he slid by the bag, and the third baseman, Chase Jay, put the tag on him for the third out of the inning. So Mangum comes up with one run in the frame, a run on Casey. Did they have any hits? No hits. There were no errors, and nobody left on board. Yeah, we did. We had one hit. That's right. At the end of 3, Mangum leads it 1-0. Classic Hits 97.7.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, go Tigers.
All right, got to take care of some business on the Facebook page. Ernie Matthews says in all caps, and I guess that means you're yelling when you do that, right? Is that what that means? Okay. Ernie Matthews says, let's go Tigers. And then we've got we've got a note from Rita Britton. She says, we're headed back to Washington from Mangum. Hate we have to miss the game, but glad we can watch it here. By the way, Garrick's family is a baseball family and has 3 brothers. Oh, you guys are going to love this. 3 brothers and a sister. Boston, Maris, Nolan, and Caroline. Also, go Panthers and Chandler Britt. Now, that is great stuff. Rita, thank you for sharing that with us. That is fantastic. And I'm just telling you, anybody that names their kids after baseball players is okay with me. I've always talked about Katie Carney naming their youngest daughter, their third daughter of 3, Mattingly, after Don Mattingly. That's cool stuff for me. I love that. So, again, Rita, drive safely. Thank you for sharing that information. And see you guys making fun of me, saying it was a baseball family. Teach you guys to make fun of me. Golly. All right, here we go. It's the top of the 4th inning. Travis Clift to lead it off. Then Cash J and J.D. Prather. And I'm laughing on Travis because I was telling the story about him earlier, and then he made the final out of the inning, and I couldn't finish it. So here we are again. He bats for the second time. He's 0 for 1, flying out to center field his first time around. I had made the comment in between ball games that there seems to be a lot of cliffs out there. There's a ground ball towards third, knocked down by Lopez. Henry going to set, throw, and in time to get Travis for out number 1. He is now 0 for 2. And what I meant was Clift. I mean, I know that there's cliffs over at Fort Cobb Broxton. I think it's Sterling and some other locations. And, of course, Casey Paxton has to jump right on it. And he says, well, yeah, over by the mountains, there's a lot of cliffs. Dylan sits there like a bump on a log, didn't know what he was saying. And then I had to say, it's cliffs with an F-T, not F-F. About 10 minutes later, Dylan starts laughing. I get it now, he says. Wow. Bert and Ernie, I've got him here. Abbott and Costello, ball 1 to Cash J. Jay singled his first time around and was left stranded at third base. We're in the 4th. Mangum on top, 1-0. Oh, my goodness. There's a little dribbler out in front of home plate. Lopez coming in from third. Fields throws and not in time up the line. Ball going to get away from Cross, but the fence knocked it down, and Cash J will stay at first base with a little infield single. We haven't talked a whole lot about it. We mentioned the fact that there was a line of showers and thunderstorms that moved through portions of southwest and western Oklahoma early this morning, and about 0.2 of an inch here in Mangum. And the field not wet. They cut the grass extremely short, which cut down on the moisture, but we have seen a bunch of balls that have kind of dribbled out in front of home plate and have turned into swinging bunts and infield singles. And that has to be due in part to the fact that it is not real solid out there in front of home plate. That dirt a little bit soft and ball not bouncing a whole lot. So here's J.D. Prather. Prather singled his first time around. Hit a ball right back through the middle that Luke Rogers had a hard time getting to and then couldn't make a play. Pitch down in the dirt, knocked down by Booth. Runner going to go. Throw not in time, and now the ball gets away, but backing up the play will be Brett Perry. So Cash J in scoring position with one out here in inning number 4. And Amber-Pocassett has had base runners in now 3 of the 4 innings. Not been able to plate anybody yet. Prather, though, a golden opportunity with a runner at second. 1-0 pitch on the way to J.D. Swing and a miss. Tried to go the opposite way. It was late on that one, and it'll level the count at 1-1. Love that story about the baseball family, though. That is some cool bean stuff right there. 1-1 pitch on the way here. A little bit outside for a ball. The count now 2-1 on Prather. Love your stories that you pass along to us. That's some quality stuff. 2-1 now on the left-handed hitting Prather. Chad McAlexander, the pitcher for Mangum. There's a fly ball into center field. Perry is right there to make the catch for out number 2. And again, we see a guy victimized by the weather conditions. Prather hit it on the button, but it just didn't go anywhere. Natasha Cherie Lopez says she loves Henry Lopez, and why not? That's her kiddo. Kaylee Ann Booth, go Tigers from the Cutton booth. Okay. I'm getting some good messages in here. I love this stuff. I'm a baseball guy. I have been all my life. And, of course, I had the opportunity when WGN used to do Cubs games all the time to listen to Harry Carey on television, and he was great. There's a pitch upstairs for a ball to Chandler Britton. The count 1-0 on Britton. He popped to second his first time around, 0 for 1. 2 gone here in inning number 4. Mangum on top, 1-0. And a runner at second base for Amber-Pocassett. Showing bunt, Britton. Instead, they'll chase the runner back to second base. That is Cash Jade. We have seen how well he runs. Harry Carey, I mean, he used to have a shout-out all the time. Pitch outside for a ball. The count now 2-0 on Britton. Of course, this is a high school broadcast, so we can't talk about adult beverages, but boy, Harry was good at that, wasn't he? Hi, everybody. One of the greatest jokes he ever told, though, is the 2-0 pitch on the way here, and stepping up will be McAlexander, was, what does the World Series have in common with Bears? No Cubs. There's a pitch upstairs for a ball. And it's 3-0. Of course, Harry uttered that phrase a long time ago. He's long since passed, and the Cubs eventually did win that World Series a couple of years ago. But I'm telling you, I can remember watching WGN and hearing him say that late in a season. Countdown 3-1. Ball gets away, is headed towards third base, and safe is Cash Jay. Jay, a delayed steal, now just 90 feet away from tying this one up. It's twice now that a runner for Amber-Pocassett has taken third base on a delayed steal when the Tigers have kind of fallen asleep on the defense. 3-1 pitch, there's a called strike, and the count now 3-2 on Chandler Britton. So 1 on and 2 out here in the 4th. McAlexander again trying to get out of a jam. Payoff pitch on the way. Little ground ball out in front of home plate. Rolls to Lopez. Henry fields, throws up the line. Safe at first base. We're tied at 1. And I talked about it just a moment ago. Again, a slow roller out in front of home plate. It takes a long time in getting to the fielder, and Henry throwing wildly. I got to believe that Chandler Britton is safe if the throw is on the numbers. So we are tied at 1. Give the RBI on the infield single to Chandler Britton. But again, you see the effect of not paying attention to the runner at second base and allowing him to steal a base on a secondary lead when you should have been paying attention to him. A slow roller ties the game. Pitch outside here to Clayton Ost, to the count 1-0 on Clayton. He flied out to center field his first time around. And baseball is a game that you cannot fall asleep on. 1-0 pitch. Upstairs for a ball. The count now 2-0. Casey Paxton said early today that Mangum does a good job of scoring runs late, and they had 5 of their 7 in that victory in game number 1 against Cordell. Swing and a miss here, 2-1. They scored 5 of 7 in the 5th and 6th innings. Ost now has the count go 2-1. There goes the runner, swing and a miss, throw down, not going to be in time. Nearly took the head of McAlexander off. And a stolen base there for Chandler Britton. He is in scoring position with 2 gone. Count on Ost is 2-2. Who's graduating tonight that you got to go see?
My cousin.
From Southwestern?
The Western Technology Center.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the count 2-2 on Ost. Runner at second base. We're tied at 1 in the 4th inning. The 2-2 pitch on the way from McAlexander. Off-speed pitch, and he got him. Well, I tell you what, Clayton Ost was fooled by that one. He's looking fastball all the way, and instead off-speed for McAlexander. But Amber-Pocassett ties it here in the 4th. They come up with 1 run on a couple of hits. There were no errors, had a runner left on board. At the end of 3.5, it's Mangum 1, Amber-Pocassett 1. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring. 333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are 1 town, 1 school, and 1 family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
All right, here we go to the bottom of the 4th inning now. We're tied at 1. Mangum and Amber-Pocassett. All right, take care. Drive safely. Thanks for being here and helping us out. As we bid adieu to Dylan Fox. Stepping in to take his place will be Dudley Simpson. Dudley has the next game for you on OKSports.tv and also on 107 The Zone as Cordell will take on Walters in an elimination ball game. Pitch outside here. Ball 1 to Booth. Sean singled his first time around. He is 1 for 1. Heading the count 1-0. Pitch down in the dirt, and that'll run the count to 2-0. Garrick Toentai on the mound. Second pitcher of the afternoon for the Panthers. Winners will play in a Winners Championship ball game tomorrow at 6. Booth had a notion late off it, and he's ahead in the count 3-0. The loser will have to come back and play the winner of the next ball game in a 4 o'clock elimination game tomorrow. 3-0 pitch. Booth taking all the way, ball 4. So Sean is aboard to lead off inning number 4, tied at 1. That'll bring Jet McAlexander to the plate. McAlexander struck out looking to end inning number 1. He's 0 for 1. Mike Wint has decided not to go with a courtesy runner here for Booth. So Sean will run for himself over there at first base. See what McAlexander's got in mind here. First pitch on the way to Jet. Sidearm fastball taken for a strike, and it's on 1. At bottom of the 3rd inning ended in bang-bang fashion. Mangum kind of ran into an out. At the end of the frame, they always say don't make the 3rd out of an inning at third base. McAlexander looks at a curveball downstairs. And the count level at 1-1. Jalen Warner waits in the on-deck circle. Breeze at times has been rather brisk from center field. Now just kind of a lazy, gentle breeze. If it were a warm summer afternoon, we would like that breeze. 1-1 pitch here. Inside with a fastball. Jet had to duck away from it. The count now 2-1 on McAlexander. Nobody out here in the 4th. Booth over at first base. 2-1 pitch on the way to Jet. Sidearm fastball outside, 3-1. And it doesn't matter if it's a right-handed pitcher or a left-handed pitcher, but they come across their body with that arm and they sling it. It is always going to be outside, and you always stay away from it. 3-1 pitch on the way here, and the same pitch. Ball 4, runners at first and second. So back-to-back walks to begin inning number 4 for Toentai. There's Jalen Warner. Warner flying out to center field his first time around. I saw him before game number 1 this morning. I said, "You ready to have a little fun?" He said, "Of course, always." And that is true. So Warner, who bats 5th, does he bunt here? Let's see. Runners hit 1st and 2nd. Pitch on the way to Jalen. Takes outside for a ball, and the count 1-0 on Warner. So back-to-back walks, 4 pitches to Booth, 5 pitches to McAlexander, and 1-0 now on Warner. He's got to be taken all the way. 1-0 pitch, inside for a ball, 2-0. Yeah, you've got to just have that bat on your shoulder until Toe-and-Tie is able to throw a strike. Gehrig, you can tell, getting a little frustrated, tugging at the ball cap and trying to collect his thoughts. 2-0 pitch on the way here. There's the called strike, and it's 2-1 now on Jalen Warner. Warner certainly has plenty of home run power, but again, as heavy as the air is and the way the wind is blowing, it'll be difficult. Looks at strike. No, they called it a ball. 3-1. I thought for sure that was going to be strike 2, but Warner now well ahead in the count, 3-1. If he gets something that he likes, I think Mike Went will give him the green light. 3-1 offering on the way here. Ball 4 was way outside. So the first 3 batters here in inning number 4 for Mangum have walked. Booth is at 3rd, McAlexander at 2nd, and Warner at 1st. And again, you can see the frustration for Toe-and-Tie. Tries to get a little extra giddy up on the pitch and comes across his body, and when he does with that arm, when he slings it, the pitch goes outside. So now Colton Laughlin a chance here to break things open for Mangum. Laughlin flying to right field his first time around. He's 0 for 1. I think right now Mangum would take a fly ball somewhere. Ball downstairs, 1-0. We talked about it. 4 straight pitches out of the zone to Booth. 1 strike in the sequence to McAlexander, 1 to Warner. 0-1 now to Laughlin, cold strike, and it's 1-1. Laughlin was showing bunt, but it was just for show, exactly that. 1-1 offering on the way now, although they come in at the corners for Amber-Pocassett. There's a fly ball to right field. Going back is Cliff, still going back, and he'll make the catch for the out at the warning track. Tagging and scoring from third base is Booth, and they will get Warner at second base on the double play. Wow! So a great job by Cliff to go back and get the baseball and then fire his strike into second base to retire Jalen Warner. That will go 9-6 for the second out of the inning. Give an RBI and a sacrifice fly to Laughlin. Mangum has retaken the lead now. It's a 2-1 ball game, but they only have 1 runner on. That's over at third base, Chet McAlexander. The first pitch to Brooks Cross down in the dirt, and it's 1-0 on Brooks. He flied to left his first time around. So Mangum has had a couple of runners thrown out on the base pass in the last 2 innings. Cross batting here with 2 gone and a runner at third. Toe-and-Tie's 1-0 pitch. Downstairs for a ball. The count 2-0 on Brooks. Leighton Ketchum, who has a single and a run scored, waits in the on-deck circle for the Tigers, hoping they hit here in inning number 4. 2-1 pitch on the way to Cross. Brooks ticked it foul back to the screen, and that'll level the count. Does that make the count 2-1? I guess it does. All right. The umpire had signaled 2-1 prior to that. So 2-1 now on Brooks Cross. Runner at third base, 2 gone here in the 4th. Mangum has retaken the lead. Brooks fighting off a pitch on the inside. Foul and out of play behind the first base dugout. And that'll level the count now at 2-2. Mangum winning 7-4 in their first ball game. Amber against Cordell. Amber-Pocassett outlasting Walters 3-2. 2-2 pitch on the way here. Off speed, lifted high in the air on the left side, giving chase as the third baseman, but Jay and company going to run out of room. And it'll stay at 2-2. And we have noticed that balls that are hit on that left side, the wind seems to affect them more than anything. They just continue to drift. And that one, in fact, wound up out of the ballpark. It got over the fence. think the kids are looking to see if it hit an automobile or not. They don't drive. They don't care. That's kind of cool to them. 2-2 pitch on the way here from toe and tie. Cross pops this one up. Calling for it is Jay in foul territory. Finds the fence and makes the catch for out number 3, and that's a nice play by Chase Jay. So Mangum retakes the lead. The Tigers score 1 run on no hits. There were 3 walks, a sacrifice fly in the inning, and the Tigers left a runner aboard. We've played 4 now. It's Mangum 2, Amber-Pocassett 1. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
All right, Bob and Jane Travis checking in. They say, go Tigers. A little cool for them to be out here this evening, and I don't blame them. Just sit back and watch it on oksports.tv and Facebook Live and listen on Classic Hits 97.7. You know, Dylan was here for that first ball game and part of this last one, and I didn't get in a free plug for Michael in the morning, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 on Classic Hits 97.7. So there you go, Dylan, the cheesy free plug for my show. And by the way, we hope that you're downloading the free TuneIn app. All right, that's what it's called, TUNE, TuneIn app. Download that. Go to KHIM. Download that, and then you can take us everywhere. Got it downloaded on my phone, in fact. I often told the story. It was kind of cool. I was in Kansas City visiting my father and recorded the show up there and then listened to myself in rush hour traffic in downtown Kansas City. I had made the big time. Josiah Johnson leading it off here in inning number 5. Johnson struck out to end the second. He's 0 for 1. Takes a pitch downstairs. It's 1-0. So Mike Wendt going to go with Jet McAlexander for as long as he can. That one's fisted foul out of play behind the first base dugout, and the count level at 1-1. Again, tomorrow going to be a B.J. Thomas kind of day. Will the raindrops be falling on our head? 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly between 7 and 1 tomorrow. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Lifted foul and out of play on the right side. The count now 1-2 on Josiah Johnson. Baseball not scheduled to begin until 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So, if that forecast were to hold true, we may indeed have baseball late tomorrow afternoon and evening. 1-2 pitch on the way here. Curveball lifted high in the air towards left field. Warner going back. Jalen comes in a couple of steps and makes the catch for out number 1. And again, on a typical May 2nd day, that ball much more noisy than it was. But with the heavy, damp air, the wind blowing in, it isn't going anywhere. Here's Derek Eubank. Eubank struck out looking his first time around. He is 0 for 1. Alexander and company up by 1. 2-1 here in the top half of inning number 5. Called strike on Eubank. And the count 0-1 on Derek, the left fielder. And, you know, it's odd. You look around the stands and folks in blankets and coats and caps and gloves, and there's ball 1, 1-1. I've got on 2 of my golf jackets and a golf polo underneath it. And we're inside. 1-1 pitch. Had a notion laying off the fastball to Eubank. And the count now 2-1 on Derek. Top half of inning number 5. Championship semifinal matchup of the 2A Regional. Swing and a miss there. Eubank late on that fastball. And the count 2-2 on Derek. The winner advancing to a championship game tomorrow at approximately 6 o'clock, weather permitting. The loser will have to fight their way through the loser's bracket and win 3 in a row. McAlexander, 2-2 offering on the way now to Eubank. Curveball stayed inside, and the count now full 3-2. All right, you don't want to get cute here with a ninth place hitter if you're Jet McAlexander and Mangum. Turn that lineup over with less than 2 outs. You're asking for trouble, and you just did. Ball 4 delivered. High and out of the zone. So the ninth place hitter, Derek Eubank, aboard with 1 gone. And here's Garrick Toentai. Toentai 0 for 2. He is grounded back to the pitcher and flying out to center field. Toentai started the ball game in the field and now is the pitcher this afternoon for the Panthers. First pitch on the way, ground ball, knocked down by Lopez. He'll flip to second for 1, and that's all they'll get. The ball dropped by Luke Rogers, but it was during the transfer, and Rogers frustrated with himself as he wanted to turn the double play, but instead they'll get the force at second base. 5-4 on the fielder's choice. Toentai at first base with 2 gone here in the 5th. Cash Anglin now will step in. Anglin 0 for 2. He struck out in inning number 1, flied out to end the 3rd. And pitching change going to be made here. I think that's due to the pitch count. So a pitching change being made here in the top half of inning number 5. Mangum on top 2-1 with 2 gone. And we're back with the changes after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
All right, here are your changes now, as Skyler Scott will come on to pitch for the Tigers. Skyler, the second pitcher of the afternoon, he was the designated hitter, so he will just simply stay in the lineup at that position. Meantime, it would appear that Jet McAlexander will move to second base, and there will be minimal movement there for the Tigers. 2 gone now, as Garrick Toentai is over at first base, and Cash Anglin is the batter. So that's what it'll be. Lopez will stay at third, Laughlin at short, and McAlexander will go play second base. That's a pretty salty infield right there. So Skyler Scott, who I had no idea even pitched until we were over at Granite during that spring break run, and he came on and really did an excellent job. Pitched well when in a ball game that for a time being nobody in a Mangum uniform could throw the baseball over home plate. And actually Scott had come in and did a really nice job. So Scott here with his club on top by 1, 2-1, 2 going in the 5th. Toentai over at first. First pitch on the way to Anglin. There goes Toentai. No, we won't go. Pitch upstairs for a ball, and the count 1-0. And it's something that we have seen here this afternoon, is that this group from Amber-Pocassett has run wild on the bases, stealing base after base. Pitch on the way, outside for a ball, and the count 2-0. Toentai doing a good job of distracting Scott, as he is taking a huge lead over there at first base and then bouncing, getting an extra step as well. 2-0 offering here. That one fouled back to the screen, and the count 2-1 on Anglin. Mangum, meantime, has ran themselves into a couple of outs as Brett Perry slid by third base and was tagged out, and then In the bottom half of inning number 4, a bang-bang catch and throw resulted in a double play. Second base. Brooks Cross trying to deke toe and tie over there first base, and Gehrig, a big smile on his face, said, I'm from a baseball family, dude. I ain't going to go for that stuff. Count 2-1 now on England. Off-speed pitch by the ear hole of Cash, and he kind of looked and like, whoo, that ball got on me quicker than I thought. Got to be careful here, boy. You got Travis Clift in the on-deck circle, and Clift, you just look at him. You can tell he can hit the daylights out of the baseball. 2 gone here in the 5th. 3-1 offering. Oh, no, they got him picked off. Oh! Oh, my. They had toe and tie leaning the wrong way. Scott put it right on the bag. It looked like Brooks Cross made the tag for out number 3. Wow. So a breath of life there for Amber-Pocassett. Scott's 3-1 pitch. Hit in the air to left field. Going back is Warner. Still going back and reaches up and makes the catch on the warning track for out number 3. Oh, what a catch by Jalen Warner to stem the tide right there. Woo! Amber-Pocassett comes up empty in their half of inning number 5. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a runner left on board. We've played 4.5. Got a good one going on here. 2-1. Mangum in front of Amber-Pocassett on Classic Hits. 97.7.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum.
Want to say hi to Mitch Davis, our good friend, longtime friend, listening in and watching the broadcast on oksports.tv. And no doubt he enjoyed that great catch out in left field, deep left field, turned in by Jalen Warner on the warning track, reached up and made the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. And not only does it save a run, but it ends the inning. And you do it in bang-bang fashion. So it'll be Leighton Ketchum, Scott, and Brett Perry do up for Mangum in their half of inning number 5. They lead it 2-1. Ketchum, a single and a run scored his first time around. He's 1 for 1. Takes a strike here, and it's 0-1 on Leighton. Talked earlier about baseball families and talked about Mattingly Carney. Mattingly is here. She's got a fistful of snacks, and I bet she didn't pay a dime for any of it. Pitch outside for a ball. 1-1, and I should retract that. She probably paid for it, but with somebody else's money. I have never seen anybody be able to collect money better than she does. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Inside, ball 2. She could either grow up and be a bill collector or probably just hang out underneath a bridge and make a nice living as well. 2-1 pitch on the way here. Ketchum takes a fastball for a strike, and it's 2-2. Toe and tie sometimes can drop down from the side and is a little bit intimidating with that, and he did there a moment ago to Ketchum. 2-2 pitch on the way here. Off-speed pitch, and Leighton is gone on strikes. Excuse me, Mr. Ketchum, may I help you? No, thanks, just looking. So the backwards K in the book for out number 1. That'll bring Scott to the plate. Scott is 0 for 1. He struck out to begin inning number 3. Scott, who began the ball game as the designated hitter, now is the pitcher. Chance to help himself here. In on the grass is Chase J over there at third base, and called strike here to Scott, and the count on Scotter is 0-1. Jay way in over at third. He's at slow pitch softball depth. Scott had a notion. Went around. The count on Scott are now 0-2. And again, that's toe and tie coming 3/4 and can be a little bit intimidating to a right-handed hitter. Wind freshening now from center field. Another thing about Gehrig is that he pitches from the stretch, whether anybody's on base or not, and he kind of has a side saddle look to him to begin with. 0-2 pitch. Outside for a ball, the count 1-2. But again, we have seen him sometimes overthrow the baseball, come across his body. When he does, that ball sails outside. 1-2 offering on the way here. Inside for a ball, the count 2-2. And Scott having a conversation, I don't know, with himself or somebody else about, should have let it hit me? No, maybe not. A little bit of an off-speed pitch. If you're going to get plunked, that's the one to go ahead and take for the team, as they say. 2-2 offering on the way here. Fouled back to the screen. It'll stay at 2-2. Always like those folks who say, take one for the team, but then you put them up there and wonder if they would. Now Skyler doing a little Michael Jackson move for us, a little pirouette as he got back in the box. He's a young man who enjoys life, and why not? 2-2 pitch on the way to Scott. Little dribbler towards third. Jay had to back up. Now sets, fires, and in time. I'm going to appeal it to the home plate umpire as they thought maybe J.D. Prather came off the bag to make that catch, but the big left-hander stayed on the bag, according to the home plate umpire, for out number 2. So we'll go back to the top of the order and Brett Perry. Brett, 1 for 2. He struck out looking in the first and then doubled in the third and got thrown out when he slid by third base, trying to take an extra base on a fly ball. Takes inside for a ball here, 1-0. Perry with home run power, no matter how hard the wind is blowing. He hit a 2-run shot in the 6th inning. It gave some insurance that Mangum needed in that victory in game number 1 against Cordell. Outside for a ball. The count 2-0 on Brett. Most of the time, a guy like Perry would be your number 4 hitter in a lineup, but again, he makes such great contact, you like to get him extra at bats. That's why he leads off. Pitch outside for ball 3-0. Toe and tie, extremely careful here with Perry, and I wouldn't be surprised if this one is well out of the zone as well. Gehrig's 3-0 pitch on the way here. He threw it down Broadway, and it's 3-1. 2-1 ball game, though. Your Mike Went, you're having your batter take all the way. See what Toe and Tie does here. 3-1 pitch on the way to Perry. Brett hits it high in the air to shallow right field. Clift coming on, can't make the play. Ball gets by him, and Brett on his way to second base. He's there standing up with his second double of the afternoon. Classic case of the outfield playing deep. A huge swing by a power hitter, and he hit it off the fist, and it just kind of blooped out into shallow right field. Clift a long way to come for the baseball and couldn't get there. And a good job by Perry. He was out of the box and running the entire way, and knew that if a ball was going to fall down, he would make second base. So Brett out there with 2 outs and 2 gone here in inning number 5. Henry Lopez will step in. Lopez has popped out to the second baseman, rolled into a fielder's choice ground out that resulted in an RBI. And he'll take a pitch outside for ball 1, 1-0 on Henry. And the hot-hitting Sean Booth waiting in the on-deck circle. Like to give him a chance to bat with runners aboard late in the ball game. 2 gone in the 5th. Mangum by 1, 2-1. 1-0 pitch on the way to Lopez. Downstairs for a ball. The count 2-0 on Henry. So Lopez can look for something here to his liking. Runner out at second is Perry. 2-0 pitch, inside ball 3. It's 3-0 on Henry, and now Mike Went obviously putting on the take sign. We talked about Sean Booth in the on-deck circle. He is just scalding the baseball and has been for over a month. Cold strike on the obligatory down the Broadway pitch. 3-1 now on Lopez. And again, Henry needs to be selective here. Got to be something in his wheelhouse. On 3-1, toe and tie. Bluffs the move back to second base, and Perry will trot back there. Nobody was covering the bag, so there was not going to be any throw. 3-1 pitch on the way from Gehrig. Ball 4, and that'll put runners at first and second, and 2 going here in inning number 5. And brings Sean Booth to the plate. Booth is 1 for 1 on the ball game. He singled back in the first, and then walked and scored in the 4th. Perry out at second. Lopez at first. And Sean Booth at the plate for the Tigers. The precarious 2-1 lead here in inning number 5. And trying to stay in the championship half of the bracket at the 2A Regional. First pitch on the way to Booth. Sean did not like the pitch and didn't much care for the call either, and it's 0-1. Booth was looking for something, and that wasn't the pitch, so he's down in the count 0-1. Curveballs taken for strike 2. And Sean doing all he can to keep his composure. He thought that was out of the zone as well. Now he's got to protect. 0-2 pitch on the way from toe and tie. Ground ball towards third. Jay bobbles, picks it up, steps on the bag in front of Perry for out number 3. And the inning will come to a close. Mangum comes up empty in their half of the 5th. No runs, a hit, a walk, couple of runners left on board. We have played 5. Mangum 2, Amber-Pocassett 1. Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a 4-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are a couple of examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2016 Chrysler Town & Country Touring Edition, fully loaded, or this 2013 Kia Soul Black with ebony cloth interior, automatic, power windows, locks, cruise, CD, great AC, 95,000 miles, only $69.50. Jamie Turner is serving your automobile experience. Stop by and see him at 129 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Get to Jamie's Auto Sales. Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Top of the 6th inning, and Mangum leading Amber-Pocassett 2-1. Carly Bowles says, "Go Tigers." Good to have you alongside, Carly. Thanks for joining us on Facebook Live at OKSports.tv and also on Classic Hits 97.7. It'll be numbers 3, 4, and 5 due up for Amber-Pocassett in their half of inning number 6. And that would be specifically Travis Clift, Cash J, and J.D. Prather. Clift 0 for 2. He's flying to center, grounded to third, and looks at strike 1 from Skyler Scott, 0-1. Scott, the second pitcher of the ball game for Mangum. Going the first 5+ was Jet McAlexander, who is now at second base. Called strike 2. Skyler Scott says, if you're going to give me that call, I'm going to throw the pitch there every time. And down at the count now, Clift at 0-2. Skyler working quickly in his 0-2 offering on the way. Off speed, hit foul and out of play. And it'll stay at 0-2. Like the sequence there, though. Scatter a couple of Fastballs over the outer half of the plate and then comes back and gets one in on the hands of Clift. Good job by Travis to foul it off. 0-2 pitch on the way here. Fastball upstairs, 1-2 now on Clift. 2-1 lead for Mangum here in inning number 6. Clift rolls it on the ground to second. McAlexander, a couple of hops, flips to first for out number 1. Good play by Jet. So 1 out here in inning number 6. A little slow roller, and we've talked about it all afternoon long. Ball's not exactly jumping off the bat as they hit out in front of home plate. Obviously a lot of rainfall over the last week to 10 days, some that occurred early this morning. And even though the field is in pristine condition, it is rather soft out there. Here's Cash J. J looks at a pitch outside for a ball. The count 1-0 on Cash, the catcher for Amber-Pocassett. He's 2 for 2. Got a couple of singles, stole a base, and a run scored. Lifts this one towards right center field. Perry there to give chase and make the catch for out number 2. Good job by Brett. Nice break of the ball. Well hit by Cash J, but Brett Perry, an excellent jump and able to track it down really easily in right center field for out number 2. So 2 gone now for J.D. Prather. Prather singled his first time around and then flying out to center field. He's 1 for 2. And again, big left-hander. He can do some damage. Bounces it out in front of home plate. Slow roller fielded by Scott. Throws from his backside and gets the play done. I thought maybe that rolled off the foot of Prather, but instead it did not. Scott fielded the ball, slipped to his butt, and made the throw in time for out number 3. How about that? 3 up, 3 down. Panthers go quietly here in the 6th. We'll go to the bottom of the frame. Mangum on top 2-1. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Did you know the freshest, most beautiful, long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call to 580-782-2122. For fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts, make the trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Bottom of the 6th inning now. Mangum on top 2-1. And Chet McAlexander to lead it off for the Tigers. McAlexander, Jalen Warner, and Colton Laughlin due up here in the 6th. Mangum looking for some insurance in this frame. Pitch downstairs to Jet. The count 1-0 on McAlexander. Struck out looking to end inning number 1. Walked and was stranded in the 4th. He's 0 for 1. 1-0 pitch on the way here. Taking something off of it there is Toe-and-Tie. Gets a strike, and it's 1-1. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Tigers in their half of the 6th. 1-1 pitch on the way to Jet McAlexander. Downstairs for a ball. The count 2-1. Jet had a notion. So did the home plate umpire. And then he called it off. McAlexander up in the count 2-1. Toe-and-Tie's pitch on the way here. Fly ball, right center field. Chandler Britton will glide over and make the catch for out number 1. So 1 gone here in the 6th. McAlexander now 0 for 2 on the ball game. Jalen Warner will step in. Warner, he is 0 for 1. Flying out to center field. Reached on a walk in the 4th and then got doubled up on a strong throw from Travis Clift, as Jalen tried to take second base on that fly ball. A fly ball that did produce a run. Here's a ground ball to short. Gobbled up by Josiah Johnson. His throw in time for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down for the Tigers here in their half of inning number 6. Colton Laughlin now will step in. Laughlin 0 for 1. He is flied out and has a sacrifice fly and an RBI. He's actually flied out to right twice, but that fly out to right field not in an official at bat. And then again, got the RBI on the play. Colton, first pitch on the way. Lifts this one in the air to center field. Britton circles the wagon, gets underneath it, makes the catch, and Mangum will go unabated here in inning number 6. 3 up, 3 down, nothing doing for the Tigers. In the 6th, we'll go to the top of the 7th. Mangum by 1, 2-1 on Classic Hits 97.7.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Top of the 7th underway here. Strike one going to be delivered from Skylar Scott to Chandler Britton. Britton down to the count 0-1. Britton 1 for 2. He's popped out to second. Has a single and an RBI. Driven in the only run of the ball game for Amber-Pocassett. He's got a single to lead off the 7th. To straightaway center field. So Chandler Britton, the tying run aboard here in inning number 7. And that'll bring Clayton Ost to the plate. Clayton has flied to center and struck out to end the 4th. He is 0 for 2. Again, we have seen Amber-Pocassett run like road runners all afternoon long. And don't be surprised if Britton is not off with the pitch here. They will chase him back to first base. Skyler got a pretty good move over there. We thought maybe an inning ago he had picked off a base runner. And everybody says he did, but except for the umpire. There goes the runner, swing and a miss on the pitch, and the throw not in time as the ball gets away from Jet McAlexander trying to make a sweep tag. And the count 0-1 on Clayton Ost. And Casey Paxton to our right doing the PA work here, and he's exactly right. You've got to watch third base. As twice now this afternoon, Mangum has forgotten about the runner at second, and they have just kind of jogged into third base. That ball ticked foul, and it's 0-2, and that was kind of unfortunate for Clayton Ost. He tried to get the ball back as he showed bunt and just couldn't get it back in time. So it's 0-2 on Ost now with nobody out here in the 7th inning, and the tying run for Amber-Pocassett out at second base. The winner just one game away from the state tournament. 0-2 pitch, upstairs for a ball, and the count 1-2. Brooks Cross way in at first base, and inside out swing. Boy, that ball going to eat you up, but it also is a distraction to the hitter. Pitch upstairs for a ball, and the count now 2-2. So Scott getting ahead in the count, and now has run it even at 2-2. Nobody out here in inning number 7. 2-2 pitch outside for a ball, and it's 3-2. Yeah. Clayton Ost headed towards first base, but they'll pull the string on him and have him come back. Well, why not? I mean, sometimes guys fall asleep behind the plate or in the field, and, it's happened. It happens at a major league level. So Ost now going to hit with the count full at 3-2. Out at second base, Chandler Britton, who runs well. Payoff pitch on the way to Ost. Swing and a miss, and a great job there by Scott to come back and get the strikeout. Wow. So a huge strikeout there as Ost is gone on strikes for the second time in the ballgame. He is now 0 for 3, and here's Josiah Johnson. Johnson has struck out and flying to deep left field. He is 0 for 2. And again, you have got to watch Chandler Britton out there at second base. Pitch a little bit outside here to Johnson in the count 0-1. But if you're Mangum, boy, you want to shut things down now. Number one, you win the ballgame. But number two, you don't want to give them a chance to turn over the lineup. This is the 8th place hitter here. 1-0 pitch on the way to Johnson, showing bunt. Does down the first base line. Cross Wolf Field. Flip it to... Ooh, dangerous throw there. Jet McAlexander was covering the bag for out number 2. He threw over to third base and one-hopped it. And a good job by Henry to make sure that didn't go down the left field line. So the sacrifice successful. That goes 3-4 for out number 2. And advancing to third base is Chandler Britton. Here's Derek Eubank. Eubank has struck out and walked. He's 0 for 1. Fouls this one out of play on the right side, and it's 0-1. So several things come into play here. Number one, you're facing the 9th place hitter. You don't want to walk him. Number two, you got to keep the baseball in front of Booth at the catcher's spot. 0-1 pitch. High hopper on the third base side. Lopez fields, sets, throws, and in time for out number 3, and Mangum will win it. Wow! Bang, bang play to end the ball game. High chopper, we talked about it all afternoon long, how slowly the ball comes off the bat in front of home plate. Lopez will make the play, strong throw, and get the final out of the ball game. And the Tigers are now a game away from the state tournament as they hold on and win it here by a final score of 2-1. Mangum 2, Amber-Pocassett 1. What a great ball game. We're back to wrap it up after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers." Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring. 333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Wee Doggies, Jethro. That was a close one down the stretch. What a great ball game between Amber-Pocassett and Mangum, and the Tigers hang on and win it by a final score of 2-1. And how ironic and how fitting it is. A slow roller out in front of home plate that Henry Lopez has to make a bang-bang play on to retire the final out of the ball game, and Mangum will hold on and win it by a final score of 2-1. They now advance to the championship game, which is scheduled for tomorrow night at about 6 o'clock right here at Mangum. The Tigers come up with just 2 runs on only 2 hits, no errors, and they get their 30th win of the year. 1 run, 5 hits for this group from Amber-Pocassett. No errors in the ballgame either for the Panthers. So they will come back and play tomorrow at 4 o'clock, weather permitting, against the winner of the final bowl game of the afternoon and evening, which is set to unfold here as we get ready for Cordell and Walters in an elimination bowl game. The winner of that scheduled to come back and play tomorrow afternoon, as we mentioned, against Amber-Pocassett at 4 o'clock in an elimination contest. So congratulations to the Mangum Tigers. They win a couple of thrilling games here this afternoon, 7-4 over Cordell and now 2-1 over Amber-Pocassett, and are just one game away from the 2A state tournament. We invite you to stick and stay along the Fox Radio network, as Dudley Simpson will have Cordell and Walters for you along our network of stations. That's 107 The Zone, 106.9 on your FM dial. You'll also be able to live stream it on oksports.tv and on 107 The Zone's Facebook Live page. So, for our producer-engineer Chad Fox, for Dylan Fox, I'm Michael in the morning. Join me tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock for our radio program, and then we're back tomorrow evening for the championship bowl game, weather permitting, right here on your voice of Mangum Sports. Classic Hits 97.7.